And then I have a airplane that has two airplanes, a blue and gold one that says Spirit of St. Louis. It was made in 1928 in Adrian, Michigan. That's just flies around and around. Pretty neat little airplane. Right by the Lionel racetrack, that I have a double track racetrack there with some extra straight track. It made kind of a long oval, which runs pretty good, being 90 some years old. We have a cardboard Union Station made in 1928 by American Flyer. Pretty hard one to get. I mean, figure cardboard lasting that long.
Some rare items Chuck didn't mention include the Lionel hand cars, 4 variations of the Mickey hand car, plus Santa Claus, Donald Duck, and a boxed Peter Rabbit. The Harmony Creamery car, the Ives Olympian, a Lionel 385 in green, a pristine Lionel stove, a door fan station, a boxed 9U set, the 194 Ives black hopper with decals rather than rubber stamp markings, American Flyer crossing signal, an Ives blinking signal made by Lionel, the rare Edison service power station, common versions just say power station, the Lionel 116 double station, the rare Madison hardware version of the 442 Lionel diner, Ives tomato soup car with no spout. Chuck's layout is powered by unusual Bakelite transformer cases. Most are solid black. Here's the rare salmon version of the 124 Lionel City Station. This is the common color. And the Ives water tower. Too hard to find American Flyer sets are the Flying Colonel and Legionnaire. What's on your want list?
Oh, I need to get a white Ives. I wouldn't mind having a National Limited, a couple other various Ives sets, and I'm always looking for different variations and accessories, stations, signals, and things that I don't have.
What about that state set that sold for over $225,000?
Well, it's more than that. That was the 400E with 4 green state cars with ivory windows that was sold on Stout's auction, and I think it was $238,000. Then he paid $5,000 to have it brought out west where he lived.
You're satisfied now, right? No more additions?
I'm going to put another little small extension with shelves in my train room to really prominently display the circus set because it's that good an item. I'm going to display it exactly like they show it in the Ives catalog.
Then you'll be done.
Well, then we have to save money to buy something else.
Now, if you know standard gauge, then you know the trains in this room are among the most desirable and hardest to find standard gauge trains in the world. Congratulations, Chuck.
Whether you have a big layout or small, everyone wants to run more trains. Even if you don't have the space to add another loop, you may have enough to add an independent single line. And it's easy to do. All you need are some inexpensive Lionel accessories, track, and locomotive. This is a common 3-position E-unit. This is the 2-position version. Lionel used the two-position E-units for the lower-end products such as Alcos and switchers. These engines are generally ignored by collectors, so you should be able to find them at a good price. Many of the automatic stop accessories are also reasonable. The 132 station and 253 block signal can both be found for around $50 each. Lionel has made several other stations and signals with the automatic stop feature. The train stops because current to the center rail is cut off when a thermostatic strip heats up and bends a contact away, interrupting the circuit. After a few moments, the thermostatic strip cools and the contact returns to its original position, completing the electrical circuit and restoring power to the center rail. The installation of these items is very simple. We're going to use Lionel's Fast Track for this demonstration. In addition to the track for the independent line, you will need 2 bumper sections and 2 insulated block sections of track. I found a pair of 1-inch insulated sections at my local hobby store, but the 5-inch sections are fine. Remember to remove the jumper wire from the middle rail in the underside of the track. On one end, you should have 2 or 3 sections of track between the bumper and the block section to allow the locomotive to stop without hitting the bumper. How long your train is will determine how much track you need at the opposite end. Install an automatic stop accessory at each end inside the block. You may need to refer to the directions of that particular accessory. Then place the locomotive on the track with the E-unit switched on and slowly power up. The idea is to give enough power to the train so it doesn't move too fast or start and stop abruptly. You can also adjust the amount of time the signals or stations hold the train. Now you have more action. It was easy to do, and it didn't cost very much.
Joshua Lionel Cowan founded the Lionel Train Company in 1900, and for the next 70 years, Lionel had its headquarters in New York. Their best-known location was at 15 East 26th Street. Several gigantic display layouts were located in this building, including the famous 1949 showroom layout. In 1970, when MPC acquired the rights to manufacture Lionel trains, the headquarters were moved to Mount Clemens, Michigan.
In 2005, Lionel returned to New York, opening an office 6 blocks away from the old 26th Street location. While the offices are located on the 11th floor, the showroom is on the 2nd floor. An impressive neon sign with the Lionel Electric Trains logo is near the ceiling on the far wall. Below is a display wall that features some of the packaged train sets. But that's static. What grabs everyone's attention is action. The idea behind dealer display layouts is to make Lionel trains and accessories irresistible. If a potential customer can see the trains in action, hear the sounds, see the smoke, he will become a buyer. This theory worked for Lionel in the past, and Lionel is betting that it will work again today. These new display layouts, built by TW Design of Dallas, Texas, use Lionel's new Fast Track and current trains and accessories. In addition to the fine landscape layout on the table surface, There is also an impressive recreation of the bridge featured on the cover of the Lionel 1952 catalog. This is a reproduction of a D-133 display. The idea is to show off box train sets, rather than lots of train and accessory action. Box sets are the key to Lionel's future. They play a huge role in attracting new and younger customers. We love the striking green arch with the illuminated Lionel Trains sign at the top. It's effective because it catches your eye. But Lionel's return to New York was more than just leasing a floor and setting up desks and chairs in an office building. Lionel's CEO, Jerry Calabrese, had a vision. He wanted to recapture the magic of the early 1950s, not only with new showroom layouts, but by creating action-packed displays in some of New York's most famous stores. To carry out his vision, Jerry commissioned Roger Farkash and his TW design team out of Dallas, Texas. Jerry and Roger designed 3 layouts for FAO Schwarz, the legendary toy store. They were inspired by Lionel dealer display layouts from the past.
The first is a recreation of an attractive pre-war era display. 2 trains run on simple circles of track. Various locomotives and rolling stock are displayed on shelves. The exhibit has a classic Art Deco theme, which fits perfectly with Lionel, New York, and railroads. Crossing signals, an operating freight station, industrial water tower, and oil derrick dot the landscape.
Jerry knew that many customers did not have a lot of space, so he wanted to show that even a small layout can create excitement by using Lionel accessories.
Finally, there is a 5x9 landscape display layout which includes 3 trains in action on an impressive mountain and prairie setting. Accessories include the industrial water tower, station platform, tunnel portals, extension bridge, and Lionelville buildings. This layout demonstrates how you can get lots of train action in a limited space. Macy's, the iconic department store, means Christmas to New Yorkers. From the movie Miracle on 34th Street to impressive Christmas displays and events. While people wait in line to see Santa Claus in Santaland, they are treated to a beautiful action-packed layout housed in a Christmas-themed depot. In the center is a Christmas tree, with several trains running around it. Not just along the bottom, but at various levels leading to the top. The large layout inside the depot features a trolley line taking people from the city to the holiday Fantasyland. Several trains run through and around mountains and cities. Of course, many Lionel accessories are featured, including the F3 cab welding crew, stations, signals, illuminated structures, and light towers. In addition to the Lionel product, TW Design has created an impressive landscape. Long winding roads, snowy mountains, and busy yards all combine to create a railroad empire that isn't just a series of individual vignettes. They make sense by generally modeling real-life cities and towns, both urban and suburban. Outside the depot is another display which features 2 trains on a simple 2-level layout protected by glass, which is being cleaned by one of Santa's helpers.